I might have just found the best haircut for a low curl look, and it's not a high taper. These past couple of years, I've been rocking with the high taper and the high taper only, but now we're switching it up. The best haircut for this look is the low taper, and let's get started in showing y'all how to do so. We're going to start off by brushing everything down in the same direction on both the sides and the back. Next, we're getting our liners. I'm using the Debulking FX. You can find all the products that I'm using down in the description in my Amazon link if you want to purchase as well. We're setting in this bald guideline where the ear connects to the head. So kind of like that indent, as you can see, and we're setting it nice and straight. Nice and straight and nice and low because this is a low taper. We don't want to go too high. I think one of the biggest struggles I had doing this cut was connecting the taper with the rest of the hair because the bulk in that area is kind of weird. So in order to debulk, we're going in with the 3-guard with the lever all the way open. When the lever is open, you're cutting less hair compared to when it's closed. So I'm just using the 3-guard and I'm flicking out at this area, specifically closer to the ear because that's where most of the bulk is. When I'm debulking, I'm trying to make sure that I'm creating this kind of semicircle type of shape, but not making it too drastic because I don't want this to be like a burst low taper. I just kind of want it to have a little, a little personality to the cut. You don't want everything to just be so straight because then it feels bland. It just feels like, you just have a taper, bro. You don't have a nice taper. You just got something there. Like it's not that good. But yeah, as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit. Getting to that area behind the ear is kind of weird because if you go too high, you're done. The taper, you just gonna have to stop doing a taper and you might have to start doing a low fade now because one little mess up can do it all. So definitely take your time when doing this. Get nice and easy, small strokes in. And yeah, now we're going in with the no guard, lever open, and we're making that first guideline going up about 1/4 of an inch, keeping it nice and small. And yeah, using the corners, especially to get rid of most of that bulk. So yeah, looks nice and small, nice and low. Eventually, we're gonna close the lever and we're gonna attack that bottom line that the Debulking FX made. As you can see, it's very dark. It's a very dark line. We don't want that line there because we want this to be blended. We don't want to do a taper and not have no blend. I might try that one day though. That might be a fire cut. A taper with no blend. Let me know down in the comments if y'all want to see that. I don't even want to see that no more. But yeah, we're using the corners specifically because the corners tend to give you a bit more control over how much you're cutting and it won't cut too much. So it's like taking baby steps because when you're cutting hair, you can't put the hair back on. So you might as well be as careful as possible. After closing the lever, we put it halfway. We just go up a little bit higher just to make sure that everything is all nice and blended. Before going in with our 1-guard with the lever open again. Like I said before, the lever open cuts less hair compared to the closed. And we're going up about another 1/4 of an inch, keeping that same consistency. And you can kind of see like the 1-guard, it already feels blended. There's a little faint line in between the 1-guard and the no guard. So in order to take that out, we're gonna first soften that line with the with the 1-guard lever closed. It's not gonna take out that line completely, but it is going to soften it so that when we do take it out, it's just a natural and easy blend. Right now, I'm still going in with the 1-guard lever open, just trying to make sure that that shape is nice, has a little curve to it. Now you can see we're going in with the closed and we're just gonna tap at that bottom line. We wanna make sure we're not going too high because if you go too high, what was the point of doing the no guard lever open? You're just taking that guideline out by using the close. So once again, we're using the corners, just flicking out at that line. And now we're going in with the half guard with the lever halfway. I feel like the closed cuts a bit too much sometimes, so I found like a little sweet spot with the halfway and it gets that line out perfectly. Next, we're gonna blend in the bulk with the taper with the 2-guard, and I'm not gonna lie, I struggled with this all day. I think I struggled with it because I didn't properly debulk that area. You can see there's still like a bit of hair flying out on the side. So I made this process a lot longer than what it had to be by going in with the two. I could have clipper over combed. I don't know. It feels weird when you clipper over comb on yourself compared to other people. It's like a different hand position, hand movements, using both hands on one side. It feels weird. So I tried my best to get it all out with the guards, and with the 2 guard it created a faint line at the bottom, so we're gonna go in with the 1.5 guard with the lever all the way open. Now you can see that my 1.5 guard is white. It's different from the other guards. This is probably the worst 1.5 guard. I do not recommend you to get this white one from, I don't even know where it's from. I think it's from Wall. Do not get it because it's flimsy, doesn't hold up, doesn't really get the job done. Makes it a bit struggling, but as you can see, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get that line out. It's not really coming out. Then I start closing the lever a little bit, going up a little bit. But as you can see, it's like, it feels like it's pushing the taper higher. I'm getting kind of scared. I'm like, oh shit, what am I about to do? Like, I think I might have to go back in with the 2 and then do this process again, But eventually we got it, and it's looking really good. I had to freehand most of it in order to get that big line bulk out. And also it helped creating the shape a bit better. It's kind of developing into like a blowout taper. I think once my hair gets a bit longer, I can definitely get that look going. I think that's the goal with this look, is to get a nice little blowout taper, the curls a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna surprise y'all and just go bald completely, just out of nowhere. Y'all gonna be like, what? I thought you were growing your hair back out. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all. This short hair stuff is just, it has me in a chokehold right now. You know, maybe in 4 or 5 months, we can come and revisit this conversation again. But right now, no. We are keeping the short hair. We are going to enjoy this. And I'm going to teach y'all everything I do to take care of the short hair when it regards hair care or cutting my hair. Lastly, we're going in with the foil shaver. And this is just going to get rid of that stubble. I don't know what it is. Ever since I could grow a neck beard, I can't even say a full beard, but ever since I could grow a neck beard, this area just continues to grow fast and faster and faster. It's like every week I have to shave. I'm like, damn, I don't remember being able to do this. I always wanted facial hair, but now I don't, because of how much this is already becoming. Like, I wish it could just stay clean and shaven all the time and just maybe on the chin, but then it grows on the neck and it looks atrocious, and I can't do it no more, bro. But now we get into the back, and the back is literally the same exact steps on the side. I didn't really go over it too much because I was messing up the angles a lot when recording. So let me know down in the comments if you want to see a tutorial on how to cut the back of your hair, just specifically for the back. Nothing else, no side type of stuff, just how to cut the back or how I cut my back. I can give y'all 2 ways to do so, with a 2-way mirror and a 3-way mirror. So let me know down in the comments if that's something y'all want to see next. I can definitely provide that for y'all. But yeah, the back wasn't as hard as the sides were, but I would say that the hair on the back is a lot more like sensitive in a way. Like, I have to really be careful. I have to flick out a lot because it tends to be a bit lighter in that neck area compared to, I guess, the side of my head, the temple of my head. And yeah, I don't know. I think the back is probably my favorite part to do because it is the most challenging for me. And I think it has the best reward right when you put in that lineup, that neckline. The back just gets elevated to a whole new level, bro. The whole cut in general, bro. You can't overlook this step. I just love watching this. Like, look how sharp that looks. The back was not looking like this before, but you could just see the back of my head and be like, damn, this is a clean cut. You don't even have to see the rest of the cut. You just see the back and be like, damn, I know he about to cook. Now we can get into the lineup. I'll teach y'all a little bit about this too. We might have to make a new lineup tutorial since it's a bit different now that I have this low cut. I'm not really going for a tapered hairline, but I am knocking down the hair in the front just a little bit. We're not digging in and creating that lineup. We're just kind of tapping at those little front hairs, those baby hairs that are kind of combined with the longer hair to make it look more full. And we're going in with the 1.5 guard with the lever open. I'm being really careful because I did say that this 1.5 guard is really flimsy. So this has fell off on me a couple of times. And I don't want that to happen again. Because imagine it fell off and there's no guard on it and I continue to cut. I have a big bald spot in the front of my head. Now for the lineup, I usually start in the middle. I'm using the Bevel SE trimmers. These hit. These are just like a one tap and go. I love them. They're a bit too sharp sometimes, so I'm being really careful. And yeah, we're just following the natural curve of my forehead. If I made it completely straight, it would look curved when you look at me from the head on. But because I curved it a little bit toward that side, it gives it that straight effect, that straight look. So I didn't push myself back. I just did what I had to do with the angles I was given. Now for the vertical bars, it's a simple tap and go. There should be an angle with this too, because once again, if you make it straight, it's gonna look, from the front, it's gonna look curved, and you don't want that. So when you curve it, I don't even know what angle this is. Math major, haven't been in school in a while, so I can't really say. So my apologies. Just make it like this. And yeah, when you're doing the C cup, I like to send the indent first because it gives me a guideline on where to connect it with when I start at the bottom. I start at the bottom so that I don't go too deep to make it like an ice pick taper. I don't really want the ice pick because I don't have any sideburns. And yeah, I just kind of want it to like burst out from the rest. Now this step's optional. I like to go in with a straight razor after to get rid of all the little stubble that I might have and to make the whole lineup just a bit more sharp. There's a little skill gap to using a razor. If you haven't used a razor before, I would definitely recommend getting one of those like baby razors. They're a bit less harmful on your skin and a bit easier to use compared to like an actual straight razor. But yeah, just be really careful. Hold it at an angle that is kind of parallel to your skin, but not completely, because you kind of want it to cut. You don't want it to glide. And yeah, that's the low taper. I don't know if this is low taper. Is this too high for a low taper? Let me know down in the comments. I kind of, looking back on this, it looks looks like a mid taper, but I'm gonna say it's low because I know with the mid taper I definitely go a bit higher. Let me know down in the comments what other haircuts you want to see. Let me know also, is this the best haircut for this look? I think I should try each and every one, like a mid taper, a high taper, and then we can come together and compare to see which one was the best one, which one gave this haircut the best look, so that if y'all ever do a big chop too and y'all are looking for a cut, you guys know exactly which one to get, the one with the best results, but the one that honestly just feels right. Just feels like you can go anywhere and do anything. That's what we're all about. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is Nathan Xavier. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. And yeah, 4 uploads every Saturday. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. We're really improving. We're really being consistent. All it took was for me to cut off my hair. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next Saturday, y'all. Hope y'all have a good one.